for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of
Like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Fala galerinha do YouTube, tudo bem com vocês? Estamos aqui de volta com Dead Redemption. E se você estiver vendo esse vídeo, deixa seu like, se inscreva no nosso canal aí do YouTube, Tvgamesbr, tamo junto, e comentem aí se vocês querem assistir a série. Eu vou vir para cá. Já chegamos aqui nessa cidade e vamos entrar aqui.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Siga o Jake até o escavalo. Então bora.
You ain't gonna find sturdier horses than these in all of New Orleans.
E a gente vai na nossa primeira missão aqui.
Ain't no point in causing a ruckus.
E tem um pouquinho de tempo que eu não jogo ele, eu não sei nem onde tá os botões. O trem parou ali. A gente vai ter que atravessar pra lá, né?
So it's Lord Mercy you want to visit? That's right. Ain't taken nobody up to the port in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying. Who said I was a decent fella? It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then? Why'd they leave? I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort? I'm looking for an old friend. But like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but... Well, he ain't been friends for a long time. Let's go.
Eu tenho que olhar a barra ali da resistência do cavalo, velho.
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long. Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like thieves landers. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up.
Bora, mano, tu tá muito lento.
I'm afraid. Ain't we all? Come on.
Tô tentando chegar lá. Mas o velho não vai, velho.
The marshal who hired me, Lee Johnson. Do you know him? I think I heard his name. Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guy. I guess it's none of my business. That's right. You. Come on. You ain't very talkative, are you? Nope. I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it. Trust me. There's things you're better off not knowing. Damn coyotes. What a waste of country. Almost there, Mr. Marston. Just over this hill. Let's go. Whoa now. Listen, mister. This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over. So I understand. This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
E agora, aproxime-se do Forte Mercer. Então vamos lá. Belezinha.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
You never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implore. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Novos amigos. Velhos problemas. Eu dei uma pequena cortada ali, senão a gente vai ficar ali até de manhã, cara.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
Trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later and help me patrol the perimeter? You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
A gente vai começar aqui, mas eu estou reparando um probleminha que eu estou sem a legenda, velho. Vamos ver. Configurações. Contexto, controle, som, imagem. Legenda sim. Eu tava sem a legenda, velho. Tá salvando. Eu acho que salvou, né? Espero que sim. Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui nesse. Acho que não é agora, não. Tá. A gente vai lá na Borne. Deixa eu vir pra cá.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
Ande com Borne. É Bonnie ou é bonde? É Bonnie. Eu não tô conseguindo ler daqui, galera, porque eu tô gravando pelo celular e tá
There's the
muito
foreman's office.
pequena as
We'll
letras.
lock up good-for-nothing outlaws such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
I picked out a fine horse for you. Giddy up! Come on then, I'll show you around the property.
Agora a gente vai dar uma voltinha aí para conhecer o lugar, a fazenda, né? E a gente vai fazer algumas missãozinhas aqui com ela.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
Come on, boys. And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better. Whoa!
Oh, não. Pô, que isso, nada a ver.
I don't have time to be waiting around.
Come on.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaint from me, Miss McFarland. Easy.
Come on, this is the only chance you're gonna get to rest.
Vai para a casa da Borne. Tá. Vamos entrar aqui.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Esse primeiro começo aqui é só umas conversas e conhecendo gente nova.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. We'd best get moving.
Anoiteceu aqui, hein? Monte no seu cavalo.
Let's go. Keep your eyes open and try not to get yourself shot again.
Acompanha a Bonnie.
I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
E a gente vai seguir ela até ali.
God damn it, these rabbits are at it again. Come on, let's get rid of them once and for all.
Ô, meu filho.
Come on then. Time to put that bloodlust of yours to good use.
E onde mira?
Bet you thought I couldn't use this, didn't you? That's it. Kill those little
A gente vai pegar os coelhinhos. Pô, mulher, sai da frente. Acabou. Tava acabando com a colheita. Monte seu cavalo. E agora? E cadê ela? Ah, tá. A gente vai fazer o que agora? Mano, parecia que tinha bugado ali, velho. Ah, foi dar uma olhada ali, tá tudo tranquilo agora. Podemos seguir em frente. Acompanha Borne. De noite aqui é meio sinistro, hein? Nesse velho oeste.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Was that a coyote? Get those pests before they scare the livestock. Good shoot, Marston. Quick, we're going after the chicken.
Não tem mais ali, hein? Acabar com os lobos. Os coiotes.
Nice shot. That's it. Damn coyotes.
Ô, louco, velho. Um tapa ali. Belezinha. Acompanha Borne.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Esse jogo aqui tá bom, hein, galera. Olha esses gráficos, hein. O jogo
Here
antigo.
we are.
Vamos descer aqui.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy.
Seu Marston.
Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Você pode dormir, você pode acordar às 6 horas depois. Então tá. Você também pode pegar munições extra no baú. Tá. Vamos salvar aqui o jogo. Dar aquela descansada, né, galera? Vamos pegar balas extras. O baú. Beleza. A gente pode... Acho que a gente já pegou, né? Trocar de roupa. Calma aí. Acho que ainda eu não tenho. Eu tô com essa daqui. Esta é a roupa típica de caçador de recompensa de Marston. O nome dele é Marston? Não. Será? Comente aí nos comentários, galera. Estou jogando esse jogo aqui pela primeira vez. Aqui com vocês. Ai, o que eu posso fazer? Aqui tá verde. Ah, aqui é a nossa casa. E a gente vai lá para a letra B. Da Bórnia. Eu dei a volta no lugar errado. Mas eu podia pegar o cavalo e esqueci.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williams, what you wanted from it.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale. By telling you, not only will I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see. All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts.
Monte seu cavalo. Cadê a mulher, hein? Ah, agora é aquela pegada, hein?
3, 2, 1, go!
A gente vai postar corrida com ela agora, hein?
Gentlemen, about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
Vai, meu filho, vai. Ah, não. Eu esqueci. Esse cavalo é muito ruim, velho.
Yeah.
Eu esqueci a barra do cavalo ali, velho. Deixa eu respirar. Agora a gente tem que sempre ver essa parte aí. Ai, caraca.
Let's go.
Pô, que caminho ruim, velho. É direto, só seguir a fumaça. Ah, não. Gente, quase que eu ia caindo, velho. Vai, meu filho. Eu perdi. Essa parte aqui eu não vou conseguir fazer, velho. Porque no começo a gente fica com um cavalinho sem muita velocidade. Que você bota ele pra correr muito, ele cansa. Aí ele cai do cavalo. Mano, onde que é isso, hein? É aqui, ó. Cheguei.
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think best, Mr. Marston.
Fama 20. Ganhamos um pouquinho de fama. Vamos ver aqui de novo.
Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the reins, Mr. Marston.
Vai nos levar lá para outra cidade, né? A gente vai para lá agora.
You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
Toda frente, mano.
I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. How well do you know New Austin?
I don't. We talked about coming down here many times, but never made it.
Who's we?
Me and the folks I used to work with. Yeah, New Austin. The last real outlaw country, where the old ways still hold true. Do a man wrong, he'll shoot you for it. Do a man right, well, he still may shoot you for it. But at least you have an idea.
Mano, eu tô vendo nada.
What's wrong there?
Dear, oh dear, Mr. Marston. What dreadful novel did you get that romanticized scribble out of? Those days
Eu acho que
were
eu
long
esqueci
gone.
de
They were
mexer
never
nos
good at all.
brilhos no...
According to Paul, those days were just people shooting each other because they lost a card. We'll be lucky if our ranch survives another 5 years. Businessmen are the new cowboys.
Tá tendo uma confusãozinha ali.
You look like a man who's been through the mill.
Thank you.
I mean, you've lived some life. I'm 27 years old and I have rarely left Hennigan's
Só
bed.
comigo,
Although
cara.
many years ago, we did briefly employ a French governess. Well, I think she was French. She said she was French, but she spoke Russian. That was when Paul thought I would become
Ó,
a
o cara
lady.
me atrapalhando, velho.
Pasture doesn't always make for a fatter cat.
I know, and I wouldn't change my life for all the money in the world. I'm just saying. So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. First one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Vai até o consultório do doutor. Vamos entrar aqui. Fale com o médico. Vendido. Fale com Borne. Vamos voltar até lá. Sem confusões aqui.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once. And a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
You know, they're planning on building a rail junction.
Ah, foi embora, a gente ficou aqui, né? E agora? Se eu quiser, eu posso deixar, né? Vamos ver ali. Onde está minha casa, hein? Eu estou sem casa, velho. Não é pra cá, era pra cá. Tem alguma missão aqui. Vamos entrar aqui. Isso aí. A gente pode subir aqui. A gente pode arrumar um quarto aqui. Acho que não vai estar. Você não tem dinheiro suficiente. Assim um quentão, né? Ah, moleque. A gente vai ter que arrumar uns cinquentão. Então vamos lá pra fora. É aqui? Não é aqui não. É ali do lado. Alguma coisa aqui, ó. Acho que é ali em cima. O que eu vou fazer, hein? A gente vai ter que sair lá em cima. Calma aí. Agora eu fui entender.
Excuse me, madam.
Mas nesse daqui acho que pode, né? Você não tem dinheiro suficiente. Ué. Ah, mas a gente pode ir ali nas balas. Vamos voltar aqui. Será que dá pra me descer por aqui? Dá. Vamos pegar munição. Eu vou deixar esse vídeo aqui para a próxima, galera, porque vai ficar muito longo. Eu já bati uns 40 minutinhos aqui. Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui. Ah, tem um cara que tá olhando. Vamos aqui.
How are you, friend?
You surely won't regret it first.
Eu acho que eu tô sem dinheiro. É. Infelizmente a gente tá sem grana. Eu vou ficando por aqui, galera. E a gente vai se encontrar na próxima. Valeu. Fui. Tchau.